welcome to the Audacity podcast. Thank you for joining us today. We are very happy that you are here and welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on any questions or opinions that you guys may have. But let's get right into it.
So what's up? The Audacity, huh?
So you guys might have a few questions as to why we named the podcast The Audacity. Honestly, at the time in our lives where we came up with the name, it was just more so that a lot of people just had the audacity to try us, to comment on things, to just, voice their opinions. What's the most audacious thing somebody's ever said to you? For me, honestly, the most audacious thing I think that somebody has done, again, at that time in my life where I came up with the name, I think the thing that really pinpointed it for me was just the audacity of somebody wanting to insert themselves into my life
in a situation they didn't need to be inserted
in.
Or inserting themselves into the plans, into your life, as in what? Like their emotions, their feelings, or what?
Their feelings, the physical contact of things, they just always wanted to be there. They always wanted to insert themselves. They always wanted to come. And I mean, personally, guys, I'm just not the type of person that is, always open to that type of relationship, especially when I'm at a point in my life where I am focused on myself, so.
In a relatable sense, it's in a way where it's like, your best friend has the audacity to insert themselves in a situation they don't need to be inserted in.
And let's say the situation is your relationship.
Come on now.
Like, how would you guys feel about that?
And while it's okay, right? While it's okay for somebody to insert their opinions in your own relationship, because at the end of the day, you need to have an outside perspective, right?
I agree, but I think that comes with the boundary of if you asked.
Because it's in a sense where if you're sitting there venting, and sitting there telling somebody about a situation that you're in, you know what I mean? A situation that you're in, you have to sit there and understand that it's like, yeah, you're asking for the advice or you're not.
Right.
And that's where it goes in, where it's like, if you are sitting there asking for the advice, that doesn't give somebody the audacity to sit there and give you a 2 cents that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Something that's like,
right.
You know what? I'm going to trip you off of your original path of what you're thinking. You know what I mean? Whenever you're coming to somebody and venting and explaining something, you don't want to give somebody the leeway to kind of just stray you off your path. And so that sometimes gives people, let's be honest, the audacity to sit there and give their 2 cents, which never, or let me be honest, I can't even say never. I'll say sometimes. Sometimes doesn't give you the perspective that you need.
Right.
Because at the end of the day...
And I mean, I will say, take everything with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Like, even if you do ask for somebody's opinion, don't always fully take it to that extent. Because you are your own person, you know? Preach what you practice and practice what you preach. You know what I mean?
Preach what you practice. And let me be honest. As somebody who has just turned 25, I had a different perspective in life once I reached a certain age.
Yeah.
And I definitely agreed with the fact that it's like, you know what? There's a different timeline in life that, in your early 20s, and I'm not going to say this for everybody. Y'all can correct me in the comments. Y'all can correct me in general.
Right.
I'll say,
let them know, bitches.
Right. Let me know, bitch. Because, listen, this is my opinion, and I'll say my opinion. But as a 25-year-old right now, I feel like I've gained a different perspective in life than I have had in my early 20s. And this is just the truth and the true honesty, to where it's like, I respected a lot of what people told me more when it came to relationships in my 20s, maybe. And I really took people's words into consideration. And as much as I, still do, I'm definitely more on a mature perspective. As a 25-year-old, I listen to what people say, but in an outer sense, I definitely take things as what it is. So it's like, you know what I mean? The audacity of people putting their 2 cents in
where it doesn't belong.
Right? Because you have to sit there and know where somebody is mentally.
Right. I mean, it's discernment. And I mean, if the shoe fits and you feel like it fits,
then wear it, bitch. Talking about if the shoe fits, let's talk about these hoes real quick.
Shit.
Let's talk about these hoes.
Which ones? No, I'm playing.
You know what? I can't even talk about Houston too much, but let's talk about it.
Well, I mean, Houston is definitely something else, honestly.
Is Houston filled with the hoes?
Houston is... Houston's different for sure.
I can't even talk too much shit about Houston, if I'm gonna be honest. I love my city.
She was born and raised here, y'all. I don't even know why she brought up talking shit about her city anyway. Y'all get on her ass.
I was born and raised here. All right? Born and raised here. But I can say that maybe because I was born and raised here, I have a different perspective in my city. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, as what I've noticed and realized in the city, I'm like,
well, there's hoes everywhere. So anyway,
not even on the hoes in Houston. I'm just.
But that goes for girls and guys, though. Like, ladies, don't even think we're just clapping on y'all. We're not talking about y'all. Yeah, we're not talking about y'all. We really talking about the guys. You know what I mean in the sense, because I mean, there's just it's known out here, y'all. Like, it's a known saying where it's like everybody fucking everybody.
Ooh, let's go, Beat King.
Let's get into the tea.
Rest in peace, Beat King.
No, we have way too many artists taken from us way too soon. I mean, yeah, we really could get into that. But no, I agree. I mean, yeah, Houston's definitely on the come up. But I mean, aside from I'm from Jersey.
Shout out Jersey.
It's definitely a different lifestyle. And if you come from somewhere that's not a city lifestyle, then I
know someone sitting here hyping you up, though, for being from Jersey.
Where my New Jersey's at? And I was like,
where the Jersey's at?
Nah, my East Coast babies for sure. And I mean, it's not even just Jersey. I love all the East Coast.
At the end of the day, though, I think it's all love. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
I love.
I mean, it's all around. And honestly, if you're not just spreading love, then like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? The world don't need no more hate, y'all. Please, like, let's just stop the hate. Let's stop all the cap and just really just get down to the nitty gritty of spreading positivity.
Let's talk about it.
I don't.
Where my haters at? Show yourselves at the end of the day.
Come forward.
Show yourselves.
All the haters to the front.
At the end of the day, show yourselves because we see you regardless. Even if you don't think.
Right.
At the end of the day, we'll say and we'll know. Everybody has their haters, right? And everybody can be a hater at the same time. And that's where it comes with the audacity to recognize yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Recognize yourself in the hate that you either give in the world or take.
Right.
All right? And whatever you take is what you
receive. I mean, yeah, you know, it's just basic laws of physics.
Let's talk about it.
You give what you get. You know what I mean? Like,
let's talk about it.
Or you get what you give. That part.
That part. You give what you give. Let's talk about the audacity that it has to be courageous.
Right.
All right. And let's talk about how the fact that this is your first. Come on now.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous. This is my first podcast ever.
On now. Let's
you know what I mean? Like, this
let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And this is where we're gonna talk about it. The audacity to talk about it.
Yeah, y'all. It's definitely something new. It's definitely stepping out of the box. You know what I mean?
I'll say this till the end of my life, for real. Till the end of my life. And this is me being dead ass. It ain't nothing to it but to do it.
But to do it, y'all.
But to do it. Okay?
Get out of your comfort zone and just do it, y'all.
Have the audacity to do that shit.
But,
you know what I mean? It gives me motivation to really do that shit in life.
Right.
Let's be fucking honest.
Again, it just takes the dedication, the want, the consistency, you know, and obviously this might seem cliche because you're like, yeah, this is all stuff I've heard before, but it's because it's true.
It's true, baby.
Fuck what anybody says and fuck what anybody's gonna think. Do it. Don't ever discourage yourself on what somebody else's opinion might be of you, but...
And let's be real, we're not even just on women empowering. I want to empower
this
women,
is everybody, guys.
But everybody.
Everybody. Men, women, the gays, the trans,
Be open, be honest, and be you.
And honestly, and that's just how we want to be with you guys. So, you know, again, you get what you get, and you get what you give. So... definitely let us know what your thoughts and, you know, comments are on those topics.
Let's talk about it. What's your most audacious moment of 2024? As we're ending the new year and going into 2025, let's talk about the most audacious moment that you've had in 2024. What's yours,
honestly, yeah, for me, that's kind of crazy because I think my most audacious movement, I don't even want to say moment, but just movement of the year is just more so loving myself. I really struggled with that in the past. So, I mean, I would probably say that that's probably one of my most audacious moments or movements this year because I was learning to love myself this year. This year. You know what I mean? Like, this year just really threw me for a loop and it just really forced me to do things that I didn't think that would happen.
Right.
So,
but I mean, beautiful. At the end of the day, I find it immensely courageous and immensely, like, you know what I mean? You had the audacity to do that shit. Because, let me be honest, me and her, I've known this girl for 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay? And at the end of the day, I've seen you have the audacity to step into your true self. And that alone is the most beautiful movement that I can like ever support.
Again, like she said, like we've been friends through thick and thin. You know what I mean? Like we've known each other for 10 plus years. You know, we've seen each other go through things that, you know, maybe we wouldn't have wanted to see the other go through.
Yeah, and alongside of that, at the end of the day, I definitely do believe that it is in a sense where we have to sit there and definitely support each other.
Yeah.
I think that we need
and
to
just know that prosperity does not also come in a singular form of wealth. You know what I mean? Wealth is a general term for things that are good to come. You know what I mean? So very much wealthy in the friendships that I have, the relationships that I have with the people in my life. You know, I might not be the richest, but I very much am blessed.
And taking a sense, let's go ahead and really talk about the fact that 2024, I feel like, was a very, I don't know about for you, but for me, it was a really blurry year.
Right.
You know what I mean? 2024 was a blurry year. I definitely do believe that in a way, 2025 has become a year for people that we are trying to step into our elevated selves, which I'm glad. And everyone's tap into it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Tap into your elevated self for 2025. In a weird way, I don't know if it's just me, but I hope that people feel that 2025 is like a clean slate.
But in my eyes, you know, I just take everything as it happens for a reason. Like everything happens as it should.
My sentences?
I mean, I think we're just on the same page with different sentences. You know what I mean? Because
okay,
like, yes,
we're on the same
agree.
page, different sentence, it means the same thing.
Right.
And I know that at the end of the day, no matter what anybody experiences, we can all say that life's got us. Live your life, come forward, and love yourself.
Period.
The audacity to be you, baby.
Yes.
Come chat with us.
It might be more of like a high topic. So like, hey, if you're a smoker, a little, you know, a little doobie queen. All in all, we are so glad that y'all were here for us. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely stay tuned for future episodes. Yeah. And we can't wait till next week. Thank you guys. Love y'all.